My name is Carter Hall. I am currently 20 years old and a full-time college student, and I'm getting married in less than 3 months. And I want to tell you why that is not a bad idea. I will start by saying that not everyone should get married this young, but you knew that already. But what is with our world? Everyone seems to be putting it off longer and longer. Everyone is scared to commit and to spend their life serving someone that they truly love and to start a family. So what are people waiting for? Now, I can't speak for everyone, but a few reasons come to mind immediately. People are waiting for their career to be established, to be financially stable, to travel the world. They're waiting for the perfect moment, and some are just waiting because they don't even think marriage is worth it anymore. We've all heard it said, you have so much to live for, you have so much to experience, why would you tie yourself down? But I'm here to say, wouldn't you rather spend those adventures, the ups and downs, highs and lows, with the person you care about most, with your best friend, with your romantic partner, the one who cares about you and who you care about? Wouldn't you rather go through those fantastic moments that make up life together? I know I would. And I'm just gonna say it, and it's okay if it hurts your feelings, because that needs to happen sometimes. Our society is way too secular. We're pushing back the age to get married for honestly quite selfish reasons. And it makes sense that they're selfish, because our society prizes progress and success over actually living a fulfilling life. So let's talk about why we are not waiting for all of those reasons I just listed before this. First, I will say that God put the right woman into my life at the right time. I am truly blessed because of this, and I believe He brought us together for a reason. And yes, this video will absolutely include my Christian faith. That's because that is who I am, and that's where my identity lies. But I absolutely think you can learn something from this explanation of why I'm getting married young and not waiting till later in life. Next, my fiance's and my upcoming union is only possible because of our priorities. We have the same idea of what to put first in order in our lives. The first of those priorities being our love and desire for God. Second, being our love and desire for each other. And then our love and desire to serve God together. What comes along with those priorities is that I have committed to love her as Christ loved the church. That means as the man, I'm going to love her sacrificially. I'm going to use my life to make her life better. And she is committed to put me first, and I have committed to put her first. And that's what makes this possible. We had the same intentions in dating. We were both looking for the real deal, or the marrying kind of person. We didn't want a relationship that was full of games and drama like many tend to be. We have been together for over 2 years now. We were engaged after a 1.5 years of intentional dating, and we are now coming up on the end of a year-long engagement. Next, we both decided to be humble and ask for advice whenever we needed it in our relationship. The truth is, looking like you have everything figured out and your whole life together is very overrated. It is better to be humble and ask when you need help, because you're gonna need lots of it. And when you are able to do that, you can learn from other people and take advice, and it's gonna make everything a lot better. Another thing that makes this possible is that we are both willing to work very hard at having a good marriage. We went through premarital counseling. We have sought wisdom from those who want us to succeed and who love us. And of course, we have prayed a lot. We both are sure that our families are in support of our decision. We have had open conversations with, of course, both sides, and we have the support of our parents, siblings, church, and friends. And this is something that should not be overlooked. If you are getting warnings from everyone around you who cares about you about moving forward in a relationship, you really need to re-examine your relationship. This makes it clear that those who care about us think that this is a good idea to move forward with. Next, we want to remain pure. And I know that is crazy in this secular age, but we do want to remain pure. And I am not naive or arrogant enough to think that we could wait to be married for years to come. God has given us a desire to be together, and I think that desire is intentional, beautiful, and something God has purposely planned for us, not something wrong. To be fair, I'm sure there are some of you that do want to get married, but have not found the right person yet. And I will definitely talk about that later on in the future, maybe, because I do feel for you. Lastly, we are both adults. Yes, we are young ones, but we know that marriage is hard and that it takes a lot of work and intentionality, and that a good marriage comes from a husband and wife who work together daily to make their relationship better. We know that we are on the same team and that we have the same goals. So pouting and trying to get our own way is not going to work, but instead we will support one another and work towards the same end goal. The societal pressure is to be stable and free. And I may be young, but I have seen that freedom is not really having all the money in the world and having few relationships to tie you down. Those, after all, are not the people that we see that are living a happy and fulfilled life. After all, what good is freedom if you don't have loved ones to spend that time with or those resources for? And with stability, I have seen over and over that two is more stable than one, and that phantom self-made stability you are chasing will only lead to loneliness. And this makes sense because love is about caring for others' needs more than you care about making your own little self-centered universe spin around. For these reasons, I'm throwing away the popular and culturally correct way to pursue success. I am going to get married young. I'm going to love sacrificially. I'm going to put her before myself, and I'm going to work harder than ever before to provide for her and to have a marriage that is wonderful and as loving as possible.